I'm out here doing something, so we're in the car. But I want to, excuse me, I have to wait for like 30 minutes or something. So I'm like, okay, let's talk about the DNA, because that DNA card in reverse keeps coming up. And I was getting a couple of other scenarios, like that somebody could have swapped somebody's DNA, or somebody's DNA doesn't match. Somebody that could have backstabbed someone. Okay, somebody could have backstabbed someone by swapping out their DNA in some type of database, so that you would be left out of something, or I would be left out of something. Okay. But let's see. And then the fact that somebody claims something of yours that is by genetics or lineage, and they were not supposed to. Okay, yeah, somebody could be thinking about a bright idea, or be somebody that wants to keep a person, like weigh you down, to keep a person back. I just feel like this is a bright idea of somebody's here. Because backstabbing, even when we talk about somebody's works, like the works of going out of your way to help people, going out of your way to be kind. Because somebody say, okay, what work do you do? Okay, well, God might be judging you for your message, but works has something to do with like action to me. You know, prophesy or speak or prophecy or these things is more about speech. There's no, I can sit here and talk. There's no action, right? But if we are pillars here or something like that, or mountains, those are stagnant energies. If we are volts, those are stagnant energies. It's the frequency that you're radiating on, depending on who you are. That would be more important. Somebody else that does something physical, their physical attributes are more important for the system or for the structure or the construct. So I think they try to get away with watching people and calling them lazy and slowing them down and doing things to their limbs and their apparatus and their mind to whatever. But, you know, when somebody's centered, like with them chakras lit up like that, maybe when you were young, you were very active and outgoing, and now you're very much more centered. I keep on seeing those two cards too. Okay. Which, that would be a normal thing, because I feel like somebody did something with a DNA, a swap with your DNA, so that you missed something. You missed something. You missed it. You just missed it. Now, who knows? Because if this is what you're here to do, somebody could introduce this to you now. So what everybody else is doing now, you may not be doing the same thing. But whatever somebody introduced you that you missed, it might be, you could still be at that time where you can get caught up, and you will be able to do the things that, you know, it's like crawling before you walk or something like that. If that's a process, you're a quick learner, you can catch on quick, right? Like I said, a lot of the people I know, I was having children. I started a family 20 years prior to these people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, while they getting excited and doing whatever this is with children and stuff like that, I'm at the point where I'm not excited about it. I don't have any little children to be excited about that with. I don't want to collect any. Unless there was something that somebody was hiding from me. And, you know, I still feel like it wouldn't be responsibility, but, you know, I don't know. Again, to protect a race or a group that's being abused by other people, would I take up a Miss Hannigan, something to preserve my species? That's something different that I would consider. But other than that, no. Okay. So it's just what I was thinking. So somebody could be King of Cups, could be in this energy. They want to do something. They want to start something. I don't like the fact that I pick on this energy of like some of these men that, like, who made you the king of the jungle? Like, what did you do to get that position that you can pick a girl from a tribe or a community and make them have to wait or change their whole lifestyle or be put behind or put down, wait to see if you're going to pick them or somebody else. And some of us made our way here or tapped into this type of frequency. We had to do it on our own because people left us behind or left us out. You know, but who? Did God leave you out? Because did you really need them people, or do you need yourself and God or something like this to bring you to where you are, right? So I don't like the fact that these people could finagle or set you up or manipulate or put dents or kinks in your armor and then say, okay, now I want to take it. You know, drain you of all your energy and say, yeah, I'm going to take it now. You know, when it's not that is worth something, or that's like going on a car lot and kicking a car around. You like this car, you want it so bad. So at nighttime you go kick it, make a couple dents in it, and then be like, yeah, you know, can I get like 20,000 off of it? Because you see this little scratch right here. You see this little stuff like this, you know. It's like finding a t-shirt in the store, like, yeah, I want to take it, but this the last one. It got this little rip on it, but I think I could fix it at home. You know, can y'all take 10 or 20% off? You know, something like this. I don't like that. Because we're talking about people that are valuable people in some type of way. Not even good, bad, but somebody that could be valuable here. I hope this whole deck is here. The devil. Like, even right now, I was taking somebody somewhere and, you know, for a practice thing. And, they are, something is like, it's like optional. It's something that's like optional, something like this or whatever. Like a couple people wanted to still practice something or whatever like this, so it's not mandatory. It's like off season. But I kind of felt bad after a second because I was like, okay, you're coming here, but ain't nobody here. Like, what you said that it was supposed to start, and I'm like, and she's like, well, I don't know what's going on. So the person showed up, and the person that I brought here is the only person here. Okay, with the coach, it's usually like 25 kids or something, but, and I'm like, you sure you want to still do it or something like this? And, you know, they're like, oh, but you know, when you into this, you know, it's kind of like, oh, you got to get in there. You know, you don't, you know, you feel weird or something like this. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know, that's a good way to look at it, right? Somebody's trying or whatever. It's a good way to look at it. You know, who am I to say? Because none of the other kids showed up or something like that, we should just go home or whatever. You know, that could make, if somebody keeps going towards their dream or what they like to do, you know, hey, if the other people don't show up, these little things that this child could be doing might be what makes this child great one day. And if not, at least, you know, the person stuck to it or something. Because I was like, I'm shocked that ain't nobody here, you know. So just thinking about that. So I was kind of just, I was being like a Debbie Downer, like, no, we just go home, because I don't want you out here by yourself doing this or something, you know. But you know, you never know. That one person that shows up and keeps coming to the thing one time, they might end up being the best person for whatever this sport is or something next year. I don't know. So we got the Queen of Wands out here in the reverse. I don't know why because again, they're running. So it made me think about the girl on the news that it was controversy going on about if a girl in a race because I keep on hearing somebody saying I'm down for mine. So imagine this, if we was going through some kind of alien invasion here, somebody is with, Okay, your spouse is a part of these people that got bit by this alien, and they're different. Imagine, cause I be going too far sometimes. But I was just thinking, like, imagine something like this where you're trusting this person's other parent, their wife or the husband or whatever, or the other half to take this child to where they go for this thing, and then you find out that that was an alien, that they wasn't really taking your child to these things that they were supposed to go to. Or when they went to these things, you and your child are foreign to this place, but the actual individual that you're dealing with, they're not. And most of the kids from here, they are from here. And what if, somebody was I was thinking about child sacrifice. Somebody was taking your child to this place knowing that people are making fun of this child, knowing that something. So somebody feels cool because they're the one that is pushing the child to do something, and the child ain't really that good, and everybody's laughing at the child, and the other supposed to be the parent is there with the child. They know that people are doing this, and they're saying, yeah, just keep on going. But they know, they didn't see in the future. They know that it ain't no, they didn't see in the future. They know that this child don't have no chance at being good at this particular sport. But to get other people to be laughed at or humiliated in some kind of sense. I mean, to get other people to appease to a group of people and look like a king or look like a person or something like this, a big person, a big man or big woman. The child that you're raising, you're using it as a sacrifice. You could even have other children in that county. I'm picking up something that's like ancient or something that's altered, okay? You may even have other children in that town that this person have other seed or something in that town that you're not aware of. And the neural chip connection with them people is stronger than what they have with the child that you have with them or you thought you had with them. And I was just thinking about something like this. I'd be going, because I feel like if there's something about Hollywood or writing or something in my family, I'm telling y'all that this could be something that's far-fetched, but this is something I was picking up on for somebody, okay? When that storyline, so I had to say it because I was picking up on something like that. Now, somebody could be gone. Because I told you there's something sinister behind everything. Schools, sports, all this shit. There's something, not everything, but there's something sinister behind a lot of these things that I pick up on energetically. So this made me think about this. Okay? Because at first I was noticing that who I'm taking here, they used to be a little quicker. They used to be something. And now all of a sudden the person is not. And I remember one day I was looking at this person. I said, what happened to the side of your head or the front of your head? The skin is missing. They said, oh, I was just brushing my hair, my baby edges too hard and my skin peeled off. I'm like, what the fuck? That sounds strange. But some of those brushes is kind of hard. Okay. So, but it was around the time that girl got hit with that wand on the court and she got knocked out or whatever. It was something that was all on the news, okay? And they were trying to replay the footage to see if the girl did it on purpose to trip her up, to slow her down, or if this was something that or if it was a mistake or an accident, okay? So we're getting this energy here with because I was getting something like a humiliation ritual, okay? All right. So the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now this could be a case that's going on or something like this. Remember we kept saying there's something, a meetings or a case or something. Something could be about case. Okay. This could be a place, a company, something like this. I don't know. But we got a Queen of Wands in reverse here. This could be also like how they're trying to use some scriptures like, oh, somebody cannot, women, or if you're in a secret society, your other half cannot come here and speak here or know what we talk about here, and so if things that would be kind of upsetting if you have children or you share a household or you share something with the person and they're trying to make you out of the loop. Say that there is certain sectors here with these societies and stuff that they've been doing something, could have been sacred, now it's secret, now it's something else. Excuse me. Where there's just I just been picking up on underline. I could be going a little bit higher, but I could be picking up on underlining things. All right, because everything in the media, pretty much in the news, is ritual. It's layered. You can pick up other crimes off of other crimes, things like this, especially when they make it nationwide. You can break down or solve a lot of crimes by just looking at one crime if you have a certain type of mindset. All right. Um. So yeah, that's what I was getting there. Okay. Or like say you find out that there's strange things that go on, and like some kids are getting like some type of pick me up, because I feel like some of these cities are like Stranger Things cities or alien cities, and then somebody's not giving your child that pick me up because they want them to be humiliated. This could be generational, this could be tribal, this could be ancient stuff, this could be old stuff, this could be the dark side of things or whatever this is. So yeah, so this just had me thinking about that. That, I don't know, it just came out of the blue. The girl with the baton that hit the other little girl. So there could be some deliberate, because we never, I heard about it on the news, and then they said that they was going to maybe have some court about it or something like this, and I never heard about it again. So I don't know. This could also be somebody saying that somebody's a child was say your child is a basketball star or something, and they acting strange, or they a little bit slow, or they make the team look bad, and so people want them off the team, and so they say, oh, this child we found they was doing steroids or something like this, and somebody wasn't. Okay, it's like, no, the child must have been under the influence of, oh, the father is an alcoholic back in 1950, so maybe, or the grandfather, so maybe that child was drinking as a child, and they got hurt. Like something weird is going on with whatever this is. Okay. Because I don't know, somebody's like a queen of staffs is in the wrong here. Now, something could have happened to my child supernatural. Because if the supernaturals or the wolves are saying, oh, I was watching something, she's like, oh, how does it feel to know that, oh, just regular humans, you're just regular, and that the wolves, we have our own thing or whatever that we do, and it's more heightened than you guys. Nobody cares about what happens to the humans, da 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 da. So again, when they talk about Sekhmet having bloodlust and taking out mankind, there could have been something like this. People that's kind of like a man. They kind of like a man and a wolf. They kind of like a this. They kind of like a that. And these people could have been, when it says that, or else there would be no more of something. Now listen to this. How about she had to take them people out because they was fucking with other people, and she was the big bad, king of the. Now I won't say jungle, because I don't know. Do they call the lion that? But see what I'm saying? But the way they wording it is like she was about to end a good race of people, but she could have been ending a bad race of people as a God energy, being able to see these people for what they are or what they're doing. And people are like, oh, see, you got bloodlust or blood this or something like that. So that's something else to keep in mind too. Because our alternative way, if some of this stuff went global, or some of this went, to a higher level, we could be, if they're changing things on earth and they're more advanced, they're going to need people, interpreters and stuff like this, like some people, to work on things with the new age. Because if you have all people working with the old way of doing things in these high positions to deal with these high crimes, then nobody's getting in trouble. But if you put people that are, you can tell that they're elevated in their mental on these cases, then you can start getting these people in trouble for real, instead of a smack on the wrist, or sparing the rod and spoiling the children, or spoiling the whatever it is. So I just don't think it's right that they can put hooks in us and try to pull. No, nobody's getting paid for this. If you are, you don't know. I told you, with the social credit system, somebody always find a way to ruin something. If they did have a social credit system, you could be doing all this work. You think you're doing this as a hobby, but actually people are sending in donations for you to do this on your social credit credits, and somebody else has got the key to your account, and they're spending all your credits from the work that you're doing. Like frequent flyer miles or some shit like this. I just was picking up on something like this. Okay. So again, somebody is in reverse. Somebody lied about a situation. Now, they're either lying about this queen of this, they saying this queen of wands is guilty. They did that shit, something, and somebody's like, no, you're lying. Or somebody said that the queen of wands here is not guilty. She was not being jealous, or she was not trying to ruin that person because she freaked out and thought that person was going to beat her, right? And then did that. That could be a lie. So if they took this to court, or a situation to court with a queen of wands, somebody could have, they was in reverse and they got off. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Because think about that. If you share family with a person, or share something, a business or something, it's like favoritism or something. There's a multicultural or mixed group, and somebody is showing favoritisms to the witches, or to the warlocks, or to the, somebody's doing something like that, and there's no liability, there's no loyalty. You see how what I said the other day, that's about order. If I found out that a child of mine was like a serial killer or something like this, and I had to turn the child in, you know, but I am not just a regular person. A regular mom might freak out and say, let's get out of here, burn down the house. But if I'm a queen or something, I have a responsibility to my family unit and my people. Now, if it's easier for us to be, if it would be easier for us to be docile, they make us docile, and then they change out the families and put plants around us that are compromising, or some type of invasion. What if that happened and not say, oh, this because this is my daughter, and that's not your daughter, that's your, you know, that's something else. You know, I don't know, it's something about order here. Fuck it, that's just what I'm getting. I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can. Okay. So if you a lion and you have a baby with wolves, and then your person, you a lion and they a wolf, and then your child come out to be a lion, but your person is a full wolf, and they got they got loyalty to the wolves. So just because they wolves and they like you gonna allow them to do this to my child that we had together, or that we're raising together, that's a lion? You know, see, I'm getting loyalty. World card energy here. So let's see, did this person, if this has got something to do with that case, or if somebody can wrap their head around what else could they be talking about with this case, because there's always some kind of symbolism. The person is in the reverse. Somebody is sick. They love sick or something like this. This queen of wands is in reverse. I'm just confused about why the ace of swords is here in the reverse. Because we could be talking about, who was that other girl in the Olympics a couple of years ago that was saying that she was being maybe sexually harassed? The one short girl, Giles, or something inappropriate was probably happening around her. Because it's making me think about that bathing suit. I think she could have been like a gymnastic or something like this. All right. Some people could look at what you do as gymnastics of the mind, the twirling and spinning and the ballerina move some of us might do with our mental. Okay. You know, it's like somebody is in trouble for this, and it's like, well, if you're not gonna do something for me or something, then I'm gonna go ahead and just say. This is like somebody wanting you to be lenient or give forgiveness to somebody that could have did something to a child of yours in a supernatural manner that you're not even aware of. Ooh, this is kind of deep. So to hide these crimes, this could be why they're transporting people or trafficking people. This is another form of trafficking, to hide crimes so that people don't get punished for their crimes, or they go unseen, unchecked, unnoticed, unresolved, undocumented workers, undocumented. It goes on the paper as they happen to Reagan Johnson, but it really happened to Samantha Riddles. This shit is, we can't, it is making it unfair and unbalanced. And even if the wolves or something like this was getting a upper hand all this time, somebody is here to change something. Somebody is here to change something. This could be why I put Sekhmet up earlier. So it's here to change something. Somebody wants somebody to explain. Even though I don't think we have to, but yeah, we have the World card energy here, and then we have the Six of Cups here. This is a little cup. This could be a child here, a teenager or something here that was taken from somewhere. If this is supernatural things, something could have happened to this child. If these are supernatural beings, the way that they get collected is different. This could also be to take them to another zone so that they can't be probed, so that people can't know the truth about a situation. If these are like dream walkers or dream weavers, or if these are dream detectives or vision detectives or something like this. It's almost like the Queen of Wands is in reverse here. This could be also somebody that deals with children. You got like Michael Jackson, you got Epstein, you got people, it's something about people that deal with, or, there could be rappers that are more followed by younger people. Something is about a group or something like this. So I don't know if like the Queen of Wands is in the wrong. They was told to do that to somebody, because again, this would be also things that would protect companies and schools from being sued if something happened to, pack up a supernatural child, clear things up like Jupiter ascending, a big old thing happened like this. But this is not how it's written in the newspaper. People in the town don't even know that this shit happened, because it's like a cover up, right? So Six of Cups. But we got Mexico, and the sun is on the back of Mexico. This could also be something where they're redlining things and people. So a person have a child with somebody, they can come in and out and remove the child, but they can no longer remove the so-called spouse or the other half or the partner. Or you can move your children to safety, but your wife or your husband is just assed out. Like something like this, y'all. I don't know if somebody's changing something or whatever this is. Okay. These could also be people that are invested in younger women. They sneak them in. I don't know, some kind of way here. And we got Eight of Swords, somebody in jail or in some type of imprisonment here because of some lie here. Could also be somebody like, this person paid me the money and told me if I did this to get this person out there. It's like what we could have been watching could have been an actual accident, or it could be something like Tanya Harding with the fucking skate assault. Things like this, okay? And then we have the World card energy. The World card energy could be standing on business. They saying that somebody over here, Washington, D.C., or in the lower realms here, they cannot have access to this money. A part of your family could have got on a trip. Something could have happened to these people. Their house could have burnt down or some shit. I've been smelling gas all day for some reason, like in my area. But something could have happened. It's making me think about that explosion from because when the earth opened up and started talking, bitch, it be saying something. Okay, so it's bringing me back to that explosion that happened a couple years ago on the news in like Seattle. I mean, it happened somewhere over there in the east of the garden. Somebody could be trying to send a message here. Okay. Or I'm getting something like a house explosion. It's trying to tell you, like, the person that you really looking for, the original sets of your people or family members, something happened to them in that explosion. Again, some people down here didn't want to say who really was in that house, or who really was in a plane crash, or who really was in something. But because they thought they were going to get this money or something like this. Okay. Yeah, something about dark magic here. Anyways, she don't want people to know I use cards. So let me put these away before they come over here. I'll be back when I get back.